Check out Chicago's starting lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. And for Cleveland, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. Here's Sexton. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And 2 conference rivals scoring off tonight. You know, Steve, this has the feel of a playoff game.
It does. These 2 teams have had their battles in the past. It's always fun to see them match up against one another.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Here's Osman. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Love what Drummond did on that play. Kept his eyes up, and he was being unselfish.
White the pass to Carter. And here's White. Back to Carter. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And so Sexton will bring it up for Cleveland. 4-point game. Over to the left wing. Here's Osman. Back to Sexton. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
And here are the Bulls now. Levine feeling it out a bit to the middle. The 9-foot shot. And the bucket is good from Carter and deep.
Up in his playmaking skills, when Levine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
And the deep ball has come alive the last few seasons for Zach LaVine. He set a Bulls record for made threes in a season last year.
Hey, Greg, Zach LaVine continues to work and improve his shot, which has been fantastic. He not only trusts his shot at this point, but feels it's a strength now. He's more willing to look for jumpers and big possessions now.
And that one drops.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Now here's Levine. Outside White. Back to Levine. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Count that bucket.
The question for Zach LaVine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
Garland with it.
After 4 straight makes, couldn't quite get that one to go down. Still a terrific start.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Andre Drummond picks one up.
What I like about Zach LaVine right now, he's really finding ways to get to the line more.
And so Levine nails both of them.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And that one's good. Love.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Levine finds Porter. Right side Levine. Back to Porter. The pass to Markkanen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Shot clock at 5. Here's Levine. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6". It's going to be hard to get it over him.
And Drummond is right there.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Bulls trail by 9. Here's Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Levine. To the paint. Here's Carter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Wendell did this against high-level college competition. Consistently showcased the ability to score with efficiency.
Here's Windler. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Pass to Love. Shot from 12. Doesn't go that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. And Levine, here we go. Carter controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Carter specializes in this, competing on the glass and converting the second chance opportunity.
Love finds Drummond. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. And Levine throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Oh,
what a play!
Watch your head. So smooth in the air. It's like Zach LaVine floats up, then drops the hammer.
Windler, the pass to Love. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, both teams in the zone early. Stops have been almost impossible to come by.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Cleveland ahead, up 1.
In the gym trying to work out.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Satoransky. Levine is out there with the... Oh, my goodness!
Did you see
what a play?
Unbelievable. You have to be ready to receive when Satoransky has the ball. Shows excellent vision.
Sexton dishes to Thompson. Back to Sexton. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
A solid athlete, quick leaper. Thompson's always a threat on this play.
Sexton against Dunn. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Got that one up quick. Sexton's got 4 this quarter.
You know, capable of torching you in just so many ways. You have to guard Sexton close, or this is what will happen.
Here's Levine. Thompson with the rebound.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Down low. And stolen by Dunn. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Cornette. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Chandler Hutchison is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Sexton against Dunn. Back to Sexton. Out to Nance. There's the triple. Thompson passes to Sexton. Feeds to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Harrison. Here's Cornette. Here's Hutchison. Drills it from outside.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Passes it to Sexton. Thompson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Nance. Nance has got 3 assists now in this one. Dunn passes to Cornette. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Sexton attacking. And Sexton slams it in.
And a lethal slasher. Sexton does a great job of finding angles to the basket. Has that great burst to get to the rim.
Cornette kicks to Harrison. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
For Cleveland, they've gotten all but 1 of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Seems to happen every season. Thompson adds a little something more to his offensive repertoire.
Harrison passes to Valentine. Back to Harrison. Done outside. Now here's Valentine. Guarded by Porter. Here's Harrison. Not going to go that time. Cavaliers have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Markkanen comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Porter's checked in for Valentine. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. Chicago making some changes. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. And Satoransky's subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. Outside, Porter. To the inside. Markkanen kicks to White. On the 3 off target. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Markkanen. Young outside. A 3 ball. No good there. Colin Sexton, you can tell he's feeling it tonight. And guys, has been the driving force for the Cleveland.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Colin Sexton having an outstanding game. He ended up with 15 points and that's all for now.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Garland in at the 1 spot. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. There's Garland. Offline with his 3. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Bulls. Trailing by 4.
This is what they like about Markkanen. He will make the next pass when the defense overplays him.
To the left side wing. Lobbed up there for Drummond. The importance of the 3-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Carter right side. Outside, White. On the wing, Levine. 20 points for him. The Cavaliers pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And for years now, G8, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
Here's Markkanen. Carter left side. 5 to shoot. And Levine throws it down.
Barely beating the clock. One thing you can say about Zach LaVine, he likes these moments.
And Drummond throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Outside, Levine. And the layup's good off the glass. Levine's got 10 points in just the second half.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
Out to Carter. Levine against Sexton. Right side, White. Here's Carter. Right side, White. Here's Levine. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Darius Garland picks one up.
Attacking with purpose. Levine takes the contact, finishes strong, now goes to the line for one more.
Chicago making a switch here. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Markkanen. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Porter. And Zedaransky subbed in for Kobe White.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times.
This is what Zach LaVine is built to do. He can get you points in bunches, and sometimes he can go all night.
That's good from Porter on the assist by Thompson. And the Cavaliers lead by 3. 51 seconds left in the third. Levine up top. He's got 29 points.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game. What? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie. Greg, unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
Cleveland leading by 5. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And that one is good. Porter's got 6 points in the quarter.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And it's good, 2 points.
Big time improvement by Zach LaVine. Reading the defense in the pick and roll, that was a nice decision.
Out left to the wing. Garland, the pass to Thompson. A second chance effort. Misses. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. fantastic job.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Bulls. Young out there with Harrison. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Cornette in at the center position.
That's a good look by Kevin Love. The decision-making with the ball in his hands makes him different than other fours.
To Young. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Satoransky kicks to Harrison. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Sexton, the pass to Garland. Stolen by Satoransky. Here's Harrison. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Harrison's got 5 points in the quarter.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Hits it from three-point range.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Here's the pass to Satoransky. Dunn kicks to Satoransky. Dunn looking over the floor. Back to Satoransky. Here's Young. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Young with the steal. Dunn passes to Satoransky, and it's good for two. Satoransky's got his first points of the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
To the paint, Cornette. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
And I don't think he expected to get that good of a look. Poor communication defensively.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Now, here's Garland. He's tightly guarded.
Taking over when it matters. The evolution of Andre's game, physically and mentally.
The Bulls have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Satoransky, the pass to Cornette. Back to Satoransky. Young trying to break free. Satoransky gets the bucket. Satoransky's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bulls. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
Big shot player. Sexton showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights.
Done outside. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
Kevin Porter's checked in for Cleveland. Levine's checked in for Chicago. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 1:37 left here in the fourth quarter. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Colin Sexton.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
And stolen by Love. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
He's a guy who's getting more chances to make big plays and big moments. Drummond comes through for his team.
And Garland comes to help. Carter kicks to White. The dish to Levine. No good. Shot missing. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Love. Stolen by Carter. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. Money!
I mean, both sides are really battling. Zach LaVine right in the middle of it, wanting to take charge.
And stolen by White. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
And a wide open look for Porter.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
White, wide open. He fires. Can't knock in the 3. The drive by Love. Porter with a block.
Otto Porter with the reach to get that one. He gobbled it up.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. The skyline of Orlando seen here during it. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Porter in at the small forward. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Now here's Fultz. Pass to Gordon. Fournier in the corner. Passes to Fultz. 6 to shoot. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
And Doris, one thing that's never been an issue for Fultz, that handle. Great at navigating in traffic for himself or creating opportunities for his teammates.
Right, Markelle is so adept at using change of pace, change of direction. It's a little bit of a herky-jerky motion. He'll lull you to sleep and then out of nowhere cross you over. This guy is fun to watch.
Now here's Levine. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go. Porter with the steal. Right side Levine. The shot, no good. Isaac with some nice deep. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Gordon. Markkanen pulls it in.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Levine.
Boy, the speed at which Levine comes at you is incredible. Love to see him attack like that.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And so Levine nails both of them. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Fultz the pass to Fournier. And he banks in the layup.
Well, exceptional at giving you that extra burst necessary on the drive. That's pretty.
Levine looking around. The feed to Carter. Shoots over Vucevic. Misses off the left iron.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now here's Levine. And stolen by Gordon. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Bulls have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. On the wing, Levine. And the jam by Levine.
Well, in a screen and roll situation, Zach makes the right decision.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Fultz. Count it. Fultz has got 6. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game. And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Inside. Levine against Ross.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Bamba's shot is off. Bulls trail by 5. To the middle. Down low. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And the jam by Levine.
Well, Thaddeus Young is a team-first guy, and if he sees an opportunity to get a teammate a shot, he will deliver it.
Magic leading by 3. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Augustine. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Pass to Cornette. Back to Dunn. Here's Cornette. Vucevic defending. Satoransky, the pass to Cornette. Augustine with the steal. And here's the fast break. 6-second difference between shot and game clock.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now the pass to Young. There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Young controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, listen, we know this about Thaddeus Young. He has very long arms. He's a nuisance on the glass. Big-time energy guy.
Augustine from outside. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Magic lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Orlando, Terrence Ross is out there with Michael Carter-Williams. Then it's Ennis. Then it's Bamba. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. Rome in the paint. Here's Harrison. 5 on the clock. Here's Dunn. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go.
And we all know that defense, not necessarily the strong suit for Vucevic, but it's an area that he has definitely shown some improvement.
No doubt, Greg. His greatest strength, obviously, is ability to get on the backboards and rebound with a high efficiency in production. And the key is he's worked to mask those defensive deficiencies. Not a lockdown anchor, but certainly a better team defender than when he entered the league.
Here's Hutchison following the score by Mohamed Bamba. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Vucevic. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Mohamed Bamba. Evan Fournier's checked in for James Ennis. And it's Fulton for Terrence Ross. Chicago also making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Shaquille Harrison. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. Gordon finds Isaac. On the wing, Isaac. And count it from 19 feet away. Isaac's got the lead up to 9 now for the Magic.
Yeah, Isaac has got a high release, excellent balance in the mid-range, really nicely done.
Carter Williams against White. Good work there as it goes.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And here's Fultz. He has 6. Isaac outside. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh boy, there is a will, a drive. Aaron Gordon showing he wants to be more active on the glass.
White down low. He's covered by Isaac. There's the lob to the hoop. Fultz dishes to Fournier. Three-pointer. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And Porter, here we go. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, he provides that slashing presence from the wing. Porter has got all the tools.
Here's Fultz. Fournier for 3. That is just nasty.
About the athleticism on that finish.
Nice.
Bulls trail by 9. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. To the right side. Back to White.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Pass to Hutchison. He feeds it to White. And no good that time. And Orlando the other way now. Fultz the pass to Fournier. Magic moving the ball around. 18 feet out. Nice D from Porter. The Bulls have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Carter kicks to Porter. Passes it to Hutchison. It's White on the wing. Tries from 7. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Magic leading by 7. Now here's Carter Williams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Fournier passes to Isaac, and they pick up 2.
Well, take advantage of your strengths. As a roller, Jonathan Isaac has incredible length to finish. That is a pretty play.
Outside, White. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
To the middle. Outside for Carter Williams. Inside. Cuts off the pass. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to White. To the left wing. Back to Porter. Pass to Valentine. White looking around. Out to Carter. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And it's White missing. Isaac outside. And so it's the Orlando Magic bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played it.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports halftime program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the center. Outside, Levine. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Levine's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Bulls. Orlando leading by 5. Over in the corner, Isaac. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Saransky's checked in for Chicago. Isaac. Off target from three-point range. Bulls trail by 5. They shoot again. The kick out to Porter. In the corner, it's Levine. Shoots over Isaac. Nails the baby hook. Levine's got 4 points this quarter. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
You know, I like that mentality by Levine, taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Aaron Gordon. James Ennis comes in for Isaac. Terrence Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Harrison's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's done in for Satoransky. Ross finds Bamba. Augustine from outside. Chicago grabs the miss.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
How about those instincts from the 7-footer? Vucevic uses that size to snag offensive rebounds.
Here's Levine. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Augustine against Dunn. Augustine dishes to Vucevic. Back to Augustine. A three-pointer, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe. And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Now here's Ross. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And Augustine kicks to Ross. Ennis in the corner. Back to Ross. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Bamba passes to Ennis. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Gordon's checked in for James Ennis. And a change for the Bulls. Hutchison's checked in. Here's Chicago. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. It's stolen by Vucevic. To the paint. Here's Ross. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And this is where Terrence Ross turns himself into a weapon, drawing these fouls, getting to the free throw line. He is such an excellent free throw shooter.
And both free throws good for Ross.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
The pass to Harrison to the inside. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And it's Dunn penetrating. The teardrop falls in. Dunn's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
Well, the defense has been lackluster out of the locker room, and that is why they are finding themselves in a tough spot.
The Magic have gone only 1 of 6 in the field in the third quarter. Not how they picture the half started. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is a capable back-to-the-basket scorer, and he plays with tremendous confidence, guys.
For the Magic, Jonathan Isaac comes in for Bamba, and Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. The Bulls also changing it up. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Luke Cornett, and it's White in for Chris Dunn. And there it is for him.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now Fultz, he has 6. And finished off by Fultz.
And how about the attitude of Fultz? When he's taking it inside, he's aiming to hurt somebody's feelings.
Here's White. And he uses the glass on the layup. White's got 6 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Magic trail by 4. Fultz with the ball. He's got 8. Ross on the wing. Fires for 3. Fultz, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And it's White missing.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Here's Isaac. And the layup falls. He's got 6.
This is encouraging to see Jonathan Isaac finish through contact. He obviously will fill out that frame and add some weight, but the balance really impressive.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Markelle Fultz out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Porter passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Well, the basketball IQ on display for Otto Porter makes the right read there.
And here's Fultz. At the elbow, Vucevic. Back to Fultz. Shot clock at 6. And Vucevic kicks to Fultz. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Whenever Fultz is in a catch-and-shoot situation, you know he can't wait for that ball to find his hands.
Fultz against White. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Here's Gordon. A miss that time would have put him up. Chicago leading. Markkanen finds White. Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Well, Orlando shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Fournier passes to Fultz. Stolen by Satoransky. Here's Porter. Nice D from Fournier.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
To tie it up. Porter pulls it in. The Bulls leading by 3. Satoransky gets the bucket.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
It's Fournier on the wing. Gordon up on top. Lets the 3 fly. Gordon controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, if you do not put a body on Aaron Gordon, you're going to look silly. This guy's so good in that situation.
And Carter with the basket on the assist by Markkanen. Carter's got the lead up to 5 now for Chicago. Fultz against White. Fultz the pass to Vucevic. From outside the arc. Fultz no good.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Kicks to Fultz. Satoransky against Fournier. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
The tested veteran coming through in a big-time moment. Evan Fournier, go ahead, sir.
White against Fultz. Here's Carter. The kick out to Porter. Here's White. Here's Carter. Feeds it to White. And another shot. Vucevic with the block.
Boy, when Vucevic is in that area, he's capable of sending it back.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. And Chicago also making a switch. Zach LaVine's checked in for Kobe White. Now here's Vucevic. Over Carter. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Big shot with time winding down. Clutch move by LaVine.
And Orlando has possession. It's a 5-point game. Fultz looking around. And Vucevic kicks to Ross.
Boy, you talk about killer instinct from Terrence Ross. What a huge bucket.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. LaVine, yes!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
To the middle. Here's Gordon with the tip. Outside, LaVine. And the miss. And so it's Chicago winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win. That's the United States Supreme Court building here in our nation's capital. We're coming to you we are nearly ready for the tip.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the 3, the small forward. And for Washington, Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the small forward. Hachimura the pass to Bryant. And finished off by Bryant.
Oh, no hesitation from Hachimura. Once he spots the open man, gets the ball right to him.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
Passes it to Bonga. Down low. Bryant finds Beal. And finished off by Beal.
He is so hard to stop. I mean, when Beal is committed to scoring, he doesn't care who's guarding him.
And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. 4-point game. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths. And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. It's stolen by Hachimura. And here we go. Washington fast break. Beal's running. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Wall against White. Over Wall. And it's White missing. The Wizards have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. The drive by Beal. Here's Bryant. And Levine with the block.
And when you have a vertical like Levine's, you're always a threat to get your hand on the ball when you contest.
Porter kicks to Levine.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Levine against Wall. Gets a hand on it. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for Washington. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
This Dunn's checked in for Kobe White. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Satoransky against Payton. Satoransky, the pass to Cornette. Back to Satoransky. Just 5 to shoot from 12 feet out. That shot off, and the Wizards now going the other way. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Dunn. Satoransky with it. Now Payton defending. Dunn outside. The kick out to Young. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. To the paint. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Wizards making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Denzel Valentine comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Harrison in for Satoransky. The drive by Smith. Brown the pass to Wagner. Got a hand on it. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Harrison passes to Cornette. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
On kicks to Wagner. Pass to Bertans. The Wizards with another miss. Chicago trailing here. Harrison passes to Dunn. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And that's the muscle his teammates like to see done, refusing to take no for an answer.
For Washington, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Smith, the pass to Wagner.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Dunn, right side. Here's Harrison. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Wizards lead by 2. They'll be back shortly. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon the joys of
being yourself, being in.
You know, Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Young is out there with Valentine. Then it's Chris Dunn. And it's Harrison in at the 2-guard spot. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, sometimes he's going to keep the possession alive. Sometimes he's going to commit the foul.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Hachimura is checked in for Troy Brown. Bradley Beal comes in for Gary Payton. And John Wall subbed in for Smith.
Well, you got to be excited about marking his future. I mean, he's a big man who can really shoot and shoulder the offensive load.
Wizards making a switch here. Bonga's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Porter's checked in for Valentine. Zach LaVine comes in for Shaquille Harrison. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. Wall passes to Wagner. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Oh, nothing to get a player more fired up than the and one. Wagner's got to be amped heading to the line.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw this game.
And last year, to create cap space for Anthony Davis, the Lakers traded Wagner to the Wizards. And boy, he showed a lot of promise.
Yeah, he became the first player since Yao Ming to score 30 points and pulled out 15 rebounds off the bench. And if you think that was a fluke, why don't you go back and watch the Rising Stars game? He showed he can match up with elite talent.
Markkanen from outside. Here's Carter. It's stolen by Wall. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Wall's got the lead up to 7 now for the Wizards.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Outside, Porter looking for Carter. He gets it there. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Like the show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
Wagner passes to Bonga. Back to Wall. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Levine kicks to Carter. Outside, Markkanen. Back to Carter. Hachimura grabs the miss. Wizards leading by 7. Right side, Wall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
And go figure is right. Enzo Bryant will bring it up for Washington. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. The Bulls have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Levine can't hit.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurt.
Beal finds Mahinmi. All with it. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Levine, here we go. Markkanen, good.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Wizards leading by 9. Here's Wall. He's got 10. Inside, here's Bryant. Satoransky grabs the miss.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Porter looking it over. Beal against Levine. He gets it in there. Levine's got his 2nd basket.
Looking comfortable in the pick and roll action. Levine just taking what he sees in these sets.
Wall against Satoransky. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. Top of the key, Hachimura. Back to Beal. Chicago grabs the miss.
Jesus surprises anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count him.
Hachimura the pass to Beal. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Ahead, here's Markkanen. Some solid defense from Bryant. Here's Beal. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow.
Beal is quick off the dribble, a rhythm scorer who gets off the ground fast.
Markkanen finds Satoransky for 3. Levine. Oh, throws the buzzer-beating dunk. And we've reached halftime in this one. Wizards out. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's a pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. They had the... And that...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the small forward position. That's the rope for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he's seen steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor for a long time.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
Here's Wall, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Zach LaVine.
And it's all about the quickness that Wall possesses that makes him so hard for defenses to contain. He's solid at drawing contact.
Bertanis, he's checked in for Hachimura.
And with Carter, they like that he's an impact player on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, Jay, and on the offensive end, he's an underrated passer. I can see him taking more playmaking responsibility in the future. The ceiling on his skill set is very high.
Here's LaVine. Good work defensively by Bryant. Washington leading now by 11. And Wall kicks to Bertans. The Wizards working the ball around now. Beal the pass to Bryant. Good, and it's Beal picking up the assist.
And what mobility from Bryant. I mean, this is what makes him such a dangerous threat in these pick and rolls.
Now LaVine. And LaVine with the slam.
Easy to see why LaVine won the dunk contest in 2016. I mean, he has endless ups.
Beal the pass to Bonga. Back to Beal. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Beal's got the lead up to 13 now for the Wizards. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's LaVine, and it's sent back by Bryant.
Well, the timing and energy on display, Bryant positioning himself well, and just slapping the ball.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Bulls trail by 15. LaVine dishes to Carter. He's looking for LaVine and finds him. It's Porter outside. Unable to get that one. Now the Wizards take it the other way.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Did you see how hard Wall went inside?
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Dunn. And nothing is falling for him right now. Wizards leading by 18. Here's Wall. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Dunn outside. Washington with the rebound. Wagner's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Wall. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And tonight, they can't tie Wall down. I mean, found his rhythm, and he's been riding that wave of momentum ever since.
Dunn against Smith. Dunn shot's good.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
And here are the Wizards now. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Valentine's shot. Good.
An excellent defender. You can see that Dunn takes pleasure in coming up with steals.
And there's the pass to Brown. To the paint. Here's Wagner. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Dunn against Smith. Dunn passes to Cornette. Dunn left side. Cornette can't get it to go.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Wall is a tenacious warrior. He's a high-flying dunking machine, especially off the drive, thanks to his leaping ability.
Dunn, and he lays it straight in. Dunn's got 6.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Wall passes to Wagner. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one.
I love that pass. Wall is a classic point guard who makes everyone around him better. When he's missed time, his teams have always suffered.
And so it's Washington, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been active and effective. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Young and Carter are the big men inside. Satoranski there with White, and it's Hutchinson in at the 3. Now, here's Wagner, defended by Young. Hachimura, the pass to Mahimi, over Carter. Mahimi's shot is good. Mahimi's got his first basket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
To the middle, it's stolen by Mahimi. And here we go, Payton heading to the hoop. Wagner with it. White's there. Offensive rebound. Back to Wagner. Over White. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Well, at almost 7 feet, Wagner can really own the boards. Grabs the rebound and finishes the play strong.
The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Quick shot there, and it's off target. The kick out to Young. Back to Satoranski. It's White on the wing. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Satoranski, the pass to Carter. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots the 3. The shot by Satoranski, no good. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Both teams will make substitutions. Beal gets a wide open look. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Playing his role, captures the rebound and gets it right back up. Good job by Hachimura.
Levine dishes to Carter. Payton against Levine. And the jam by Levine.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. It's good.
Completing the fast break. Carter Jr. is a rim-to-rim runner. He moves well.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Payton left side. Beal, the pass to Hachimura. Back to Beal. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
And the added muscle of Bill coming into play there. I mean, he's just shrugging off the contact and getting it done.
John Wall's checked in for Peyton. And Levine, here we go. Count it.
Stellar awareness from Levine. I mean, seeing an opening and ripping through it with this relentless athleticism.
Right side Wall. Hachimura, the pass to Bryant. Can't hit that one. The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Levine finds Carter to the wing right side. Down low. Over to the left wing. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. For 3, Levine. Rebound by the Wizards. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Wizards.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Wall.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Now check the stride on Carter's drive right there. Stomps his way right inside and takes his shot.
The first free throw is good for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Hachimura. Grant comes in for Bradley Beal. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for John Wall. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Satoransky. Valentine with it, working on Bryant. Dunn kicks to Carter. Valentine passes to Hutchison. To the inside, takes the 13-footer, and again, Chicago, no good. Napier with it. To end the cold streak. The shot misses. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the center position. And for the Bulls, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5.
Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him. And the Cavs really took a long look at Colin Sexton last year as a playmaker. And it seems like he's moving more and more into that role of being a microwave scorer.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That is his first foul of the game. They double him with Love. Markkanen kicks to White. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And Brent, the numbers for Sexton back that up. He's a great scorer, as we know, but his assist totals are low.
And this is why I think, Kevin, there's a lot of consideration where Sexton might move naturally into that guy that comes off the bench and creates disruption with his offensive output. Feels like a lot of Lou Williams type of moments could be ahead for a player like Colin Sexton.
Levine, good.
In a natural score, Levine is content to try his luck from just about anywhere on the court.
Garland, the pass to Drummond. The shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Markkanen. Rebound Andre Drummond.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Now here's Markkanen. Back to Levine.
And a nice smooth stroke. When Levine feels that rhythm, he's a knockdown jump shooter.
Shoots it. Love, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Porter kicks to White. Outside Levine to the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Lobbed up there for Drummond, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, and when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Count that one. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. It's Drummond with the drive, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
Levine against Sexton, and Carter with his second chance points.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Sexton the pass to Osman. Drummond with it. Now guarded by Porter. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And the jam by Levine.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Drummond controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Levine kicks to Porter. On the wing, Levine. 6 points for him. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Sexton the pass to Osman. Porter with the steal. And the jam by Levine.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Here's Sexton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. And Sexton drops them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And the shot goes in.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here is Young. Back to Dunn. Just 5 on the clock. Misses the 3. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Here's Sexton. That's tipped. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Young with the ball. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
First free throw is good. And so Young nails them both. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, with Tristan's motor and that kind of reach, great job on finishing off the alley-oop.
Jacks up a 3. That one's not going to go. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the edge. And recently we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed out what...
You know, we should have energy, and we should be outplaying the other team. Like I said, just competitive-wise, we don't have...
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
Chris Dunn is out there with Thomas Satoransky. Then it's Young. Then there's Valentine. And it's Cornette in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's the Bulls' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Chicago making a switch here. Harrison's checked in. And that one's good. Harrison's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for the Bulls. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Sexton looking confident, tried to find a gap, made his way in there and got fouled.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Chicago leading by 5. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. The shot by Harrison, no good. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And finished off by Porter.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Inside. Yep, that one goes in there. And the Bulls lead by 5.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And the jam by Larry Nance.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Harrison kicks to Valentine. Here's Harrison, guarded by Porter. He gets that one. Cornette's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Lobbed up there for Thompson. One-on-one fast break. Here's Young. Pass to Cornette. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Young. Porter comes in for Valentine. Zach LaVine's checked in for Harrison. And it's White in for Chris Dunn. And Love gets it to go.
I like seeing Love work that in-between area. He's got a great understanding of when it is that he's going to have the room to fire.
Outside, LaVine. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And it's in there.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Garland the pass to Osman. And Garland has it in the corner. Over White. Garland no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Chicago Bulls. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. Oh, Porter in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
The Bulls have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. And LaVine, here we go. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Osman's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's LaVine, and he converts the layup. LaVine's got 12.
And running the pick and roll to perfection there. Much easier to execute when you have a handle like LaVine.
Here's Garland. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
LaVine dishes to White. The putback can't hit the putback. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And the dunk by Love.
Kevin Love showing you he's got a little vert getting up to the rim.
Love's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Here's LaVine. That shot no good. Nice D from Porter. 3 on 3. Here's Osman. Good. And now just a 2-point Bulls lead. LaVine feeling it out a bit. By himself. And then Porter with the jam.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. And Kenny. And that'll do it for our half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Garland in at the 1. Outside, Markkanen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's LaVine. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And that's exceptional body control from LaVine, contorting himself nicely for the contact and finish.
The slam dunk by Garland.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Levine passes to Carter. Outside, Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the jam by Levine.
And without of this world athletic ability, Levine has become one of the game's best dunkers.
And it's Sexton penetrating. Here's Drummond. Good work defensively by Carter.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little...
Wow, hammering it in.
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
Garland with it, wide on. Garland, no good.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And here's the fast break. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Andre Drummond. And White kicks to Levine. And he makes that one. Levine's got 10 points in just the second half. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Here's Carter. That one rolling around and rims out. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Love, and he uses the glass on the layup. Love's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Down low. Out to White. Back to Carter. Over in the corner, White. Second shot opportunity, and Carter lays it up and in. Carter's got his second bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Sexton as a guard making that look so pretty.
Chicago leading by 4. Outside, Levine. Cavaliers with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Love with the basket on the assist by Drummond. 8 points for Kevin Love.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Levine, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And one of the strengths of Levine's game is that ability to lure the D into fouls. Get into the wrong position, and he'll make you pay.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Young's checked in for Wendell Carter. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Satoransky's checked in for Porter. And it's done in for Kobe White.
Not easy to prevent Tristan Thompson from scoring in that position. Got to try to body him up.
On the wing, Levine. Can't hit from in close.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
And so it's Zach Levine making things happen for Chicago. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Young. Chris Dunn is out there with Thomas Satoransky. And it's Harrison in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Well, if there's 100 play calls that they have, Tristan's probably got 0 of them. He just goes in there and gets it done himself.
And here is Dunn. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Garland, he's checked in for Drummond.
And one area of concern for Dunn, hitting his free throws with consistency, because he has the temperament to draw fouls.
And Thompson kicks to Nance. Good on the shot.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Dunn left side. He tries for 3. That one misses. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Cavaliers. They trail by 1. Thompson with the bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Dunn passes to Young. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Porter finds Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. The pass to Harrison. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Nance dishes to Thompson. Rebound by the Bulls. Carter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. The Cavaliers leading. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Osman, the pass to Drummond.
And just a disciplined defender. Carter Jr. uses his instincts to make his opponent uncomfortable.
And contact on the shots. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, Darius Garland, another one of those players who is in the second generation of NBA appearances. His father played 7 seasons in the league and has got to be very proud of all of his effort.
The kick out to Porter. Clock at 6, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Chicago calls timeout. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Porter with the steal. Bean passes to Carter. And it's sent back by Drummond. Bulls moving the ball around. Second chance shot. That one falls. Levine's got 28.
Beautiful. Levine getting more comfortable as a go-to guy, wanting the shot when it matters most.
And yes, it's good. Garland's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs.
And Garland stepping up to knock one down.
And Garland comes to help. And White kicks to Carter. Sexton against Levine. That one falls coming off Carter's feet. Levine's got 4 this quarter.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
Here's Love over in the corner. Osman. Feeds to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And how about Drummond's ability to stay calm under pressure? That will always make your coaches happy.
Here's Levine. It's Drummond with the rebound. The Cavaliers have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Here's Sexton. Another shot. The shot off that time. Nice D from Porter. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Sexton's shot is good.
Sexton with a shining moment here.
Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Love wide open. He fires. It's money from deep.
Kevin Love is clutch, and boy, did the team need that.
It's off. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really... Confident and ready for action, the Bulls as they headed to the locker room earlier on. The hometown, a look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And for Chicago, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Porter in at the small forward. Fultz, the pass to Isaac. It's Fournier on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
From the mid-range area, Fournier very, very gifted. As a pure shooter, he's as good as we have in the league.
And it was a strong year for Evan Fournier. Career highs for him in several categories.
Greg, I like his game. I mean, he's got really nice size. He's highly skilled, plays at a comfortable pace. There's a lot to like about what's in his package. And, you know, he's one of those guys that seems like he's been around forever, and yet he's just now entering the prime of his career. That's scary for opponents.
Fournier finds Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
Right the pass to Carter. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Vucevic with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Levine feeling it out a bit. And Levine throws it down.
Hey, when you can beat people off the dribble, you got something going for yourself. I mean, Levine showing that great burst.
Magic moving the ball around. And Fournier kicks to Fultz. Pass to Vucevic. 5 on the clock. Tips it, and the second chance effort by Gordon.
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Outside, Levine. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Fournier gets a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fournier's got 5.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Fournier against Levine. Latrey trying to get open as Carter. Rebounded by Isaac. Magic leading by 5. Wide open look. Fournier's shot is off. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's White. It's hauled in by the Magic.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
A putback and the second chance effort by Gordon.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Levine with it. Isaac picks him up. Levine can't hit. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. Isaac finds Fournier. But he gets it back. And Levine comes to help. Fultz against Carter. Back to Isaac. Pass to Fultz. Goes back up. Nice D from Porter. Bulls trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Carter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Evan Fournier.
And he's a crafty, kind of an old school big. Carter Jr. knows how to keep defenders off balance.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Young's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Saransky's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Kobe White. Here's Bamba. And the pass to Augustine. The feed to Gordon. He kicks it to Ennis. Pass to Augustine. Tries again. Carter pulls it in.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And that one drops for him.
Tell you what, guys, there's no way you're stopping Dunn when he's that close to the hoop.
Magic leading by 3. Augustine looking around. Puts one up from 19. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Satoransky the pass to Hutchison. Back to Satoransky. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
So for the Bulls, Luke Cornett comes in for Wendell Carter. And it's Valentine in for Chandler Hutchison. On to change for the Magic. Carter Williams is checked in. To the wing on the left. 15 seconds left to play here in the first. Bamba kicks to Carter Williams. Bamba dishes to Carter Williams. Shot clock at 5. Orlando needs to get off a shot. From the left block. Here's Gordon. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Magic out in front, up 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Valentine out there with Young. Then there's Dunn, and it's Harrison in at shooting guard. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. Bamba, it's good on the putback.
Boy, Bamba really a dogged rebounder despite his slight frame. He's got great length and timing, and his intensity is really impressive.
Dunn passes to Cornett. He can't get that one. The Magic go the other way with it. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Back to Harrison. All sorts of time. And again, Chicago. No good. Magic leading by 6. Bamba kicks to Carter Williams. Out to the wing. And Bamba with the basket on the assist from Carter Williams. Bamba's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, I like how Carter Williams spreads the ball around. I mean, he opens up a lot of opportunities for his guys to shoot it.
Carter Williams against Dunn. Bamba with the block. And here is Carter Williams. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, I tell you, Bamba's wingspan and his standing reach is ridiculous. This dude was born to throw it down.
Here's Cornett. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Passes it to Bamba. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
The Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Isaac comes in for James Ennis. Carter Williams the pass to Vucevic. He feeds it to Bamba. Isaac kicks to Carter Williams. The dish now to Bamba. Back to Carter Williams. Bamba inside. He's guarded by Markkanen. Nice shot there by Bamba.
Boy, good strength that time from Bamba. He's accustomed to getting bodied on the way up and still finding a way to finish.
White finds Markkanen. It's White on the wing. Rebounded by Isaac.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him. Levine's checked in for the Bulls. Then for the Magic. Fournier's checked in for Bamba. Markelle Fultz comes in for Ross. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Michael Carter Williams. Over in the corner, Isaac. Back to Fournier. From the high post. Keeps it alive. And Isaac stays with it. Isaac's got the lead up to 11 now for Orlando.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Vucevic. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Markkanen passes to Levine. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
Now here is Augustine. Here's Fultz. And so we wrap up the first half. Magic lead by 9. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. Their biggest advantage of the period was... That's all for now.
And we've got 3rd quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. One of the stories here, Mohamed Bamba getting it done today.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. On the court for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. And Levine throws it down.
And this team, they love Levine's talent, but more important now, they love the hard work and the improvement that's following.
It's Fournier on the wing. Kicks it to Vucevic. He doesn't hit that one, so the Bulls will take it the other way. Markkanen finds Levine. Outside Porter. Back to Levine. Carter, the pass to Levine. Back to Carter. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Gordon. Fournier against Carter. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Fournier. Over to the wing. Vucevic with it. Now guarded by Porter. Fournier against Carter. They get it back. Vucevic. Now here's Fournier. Defense is right there. Fultz kicks to Fournier. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fournier's got his third basket of the night.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Out to White. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Vucevic.
Watch out now. Yeah, Markkanen doing a nice job crashing the glass there at 7 feet tall. This guy making good use of his size on that possession.
Fultz the pass to Vucevic. And here's Fournier. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Outside, Levine. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Phenomenal body control by Dunn. Driving straight into the heart of the defense and burying the shot, even with contact.
Now Augustine. Isaac outside. Ross with a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bulls trail by 7. Here's Levine. The shot that time not on target. Isaac with some nice D. Here's Ross. Nice D from Levine.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And it's slammed in by Young.
Those drives, that ability to get to the basket, are what Young can bring to an offense. I mean, there aren't a lot of ways to deal with him effectively because he drives it so well.
The pass to Vucevic. Young with the steal. Pass break. Here we go. Harrison passes to Levine, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome, and outshoot excels at getting up and denying shots.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Young's got 4 this quarter.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ross kicks to Fournier. Drains the three-pointer. Fournier's got 14 points.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
Pass to Hutchison. To the paint. Here's Cornette. Chalk up 2 there.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Well, man, a big-time effort for Evan Fournier, providing a lot of energy for the Orlando Magic. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We'll return shortly. Three-tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. We've got Valentine. White is out there with Thomas Satoransky. Then there's Carter. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. White looking around. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
That's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
There's the lob. And Carter takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And because of Carter Jr.'s finesse and athleticism, his teammates trust him to finish those alley-oops in style.
Gordon finds Fournier. That 3 off the mark. Bulls trail by 5. And he jams it with authority.
And not a bad passing center. Carter Jr. with the solid find there that leads to a bucket.
Fultz the pass to Fournier. The Magic again can't hit.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Ross with the steal. And here we go with the Magic fast break. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
No higher percentage shot than that, guys. You love seeing Vucevic finish at the rim like that. Excellent aggressiveness there.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Some changes for Chicago. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Porter comes in for Valentine. And Levine subbed in for Satoransky. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Fournier for 3. Bean with the rebound.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
Here's Carter. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
Boy, a terrific find. Levine plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point guard.
Passes to Ross. Back to Fultz. He kicks it to Ross. 6 on the shot clock. It's up a 3. Markkanen pulls it in.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now. And you can see the confidence there, Kevin, just oozing out of him. Levine knows he can get his shot in almost any situation, and that's a big one for the team.
No good. Great D that time from Vucevic. Gordon with it. Now defended by Markkanen. It's Fournier on the wing. Markkanen trying to break loose. And Fournier is good for 3. Fournier's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Magic. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Levine against Fournier. Back to Levine. He dishes it to Carter. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Levine can't hit. Orlando leading. Fournier in the corner. Kicks to Ross. Fultz looking around. Outside Fournier. Vucevic trying to get open. Fournier's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the jam by Levine.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Pass to Vucevic. For 3, Fournier. Up again. And the second chance effort by Gordon. And the Magic lead by 2.
Easy to see why Gordon has the ball in these moments. He's phenomenal at coming up big.
Here's Levine. 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. Clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
And the length and speed of Fultz makes him deadly. Excellent at shooting the ball and a super aggressive defender.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Dishes it to Fournier. There's the pass to Vucevic. Back to Fournier. Can't connect. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward. And for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Here's White, feeds it to Carter, and it's sent back by Bryant. And here we go, the Wizards fast break, and the dunk by Hachimura.
And it's all about getting to the right spot, and Hachimura did just that in transition.
Bean passes to Markkanen. Wall against White. Back to Markkanen. Down low, here's Levine. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Beal. Here's Wall. The shot from the low post is good. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Here's Levine, following the basket by John Wall. Back to Levine. Shot clock at 5. Floats one up. Great D that time from Beal. It's stolen by Carter. And that one's good by Porter.
Hard to shake Porter's focus. Good at staying in control on the way up.
Wall against White. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Levine with it. Now Beal defending. It's stolen by Bryant. In transition, here come the Wizards. And finished off by Beal.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
And Levine, here we go. And Levine throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
So it's Chicago now after the basket by Washington. And Levine throws it down.
Zach LaVine has won several dunk contests, but he still amazes me.
It's Beal on the wing. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Beal's got 8.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Bean passes to Carter. Count it. Good.
Up in his playmaking skills. When Levine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
Wall against White. Left side, Beal. And finished off by Beal.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Levine kicks to Porter. Outside, Levine. Trying to get open is Carter. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Washington. 8-point game. Here's Bryant. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Beal against Levine. The pass to Carter. Levine with it, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Bulls. Satoransky comes in for Zach LaVine. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Mahimi dishes the wall. Back to Mahimi. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Markkanen. So for the Bulls, Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's done in for White. Payton, he's checked in for Washington. Smith comes in for John Wall. It's deflected. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Bulls trail by 10. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Satoransky. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Even against contact, Satoransky stays agile and just plays right through it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Wizards leading by 7. Pass to Bertens. Launches a three. Nailed from three-point land.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Satoransky, the pass to Young. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Washington. He got into double digits. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Chicago right now, they've got Thomas Satoransky. He's out there with Dunn, and it's Cornette in at the center position.
Great steal to get them in transition. Chris Dunn with the anticipation, so disruptive on the defensive end.
Smith, the pass to Mahimi. Good defensive work there by Young.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Bulls moving the ball around. Dunn against Smith. Dunn misses. Wizards leading by 8. He hits Brown with the drive. Bertens passes to Mahimi. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Smith in the posts. Dunn covering. Rebound by the Wizards.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
Great positioning on the putback. Payton's got the lead up to 11 now for Washington.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. Brown outside. And stolen by Valentine. Here's Young. Bertans grabs the board. Wizards leading by 9. And one of the premier floor spacers in this game now. Bertans, Greg presents a matchup nightmare.
I mean, no one can challenge his shot. He's 6'10", has that high quick release, and can hit it from 30 feet. 2 years in a row now, he's been over 42% from range. And the scary part is he's starting to round out the rest of his game.
Here's Valentine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Markkanen comes in for Thaddeus Young. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Harrison. And it's Kobe White in for Dunn. Wall.
The competitive firewall plays with is admirable. Fantastic at just figuring out ways to attract contact.
This is his first free throw of the game. Levine's checked in for Chicago. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Ryan's checked in. Outside, Levine. He can't get it to go. And it's Washington the other way. Here's Wall. And Wall slams it home.
You got to clog up the lanes because Wall runs all over you when you don't.
Beal against Levine. And it's Carter missing.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And Wall kicks to Hachimura. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
To the middle. Kick out to Levine. Tips it up, and Carter with his second chance points. Carter's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Carter specializes in this, competing on the glass and converting the second chance opportunity.
And Wall, here we go now. No good that time. Good work defensively by Carter. Right side, White. Outside, Levine. 23 seconds left in the second quarter. Basket, good. Levine's got his third bucket of the night.
The question for Zach LaVine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
Wall passes to Bonga. And the slam dunk by Wall.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. In transition, here come the Wizards. Here's Beal. Misses from close range. And so it's the Washington Wizards. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Things were going Washington's way from the beginning. They launched into a 6-0 run with an impressive effort on both ends of the floor. They had a double-digit lead at the end of the first. And that's...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So on the floor for Washington, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. Dishes to Bryant. Outside for Beal. Markkanen pulls it in. Bulls trail by 13.
And with Lauri Markkanen, the former 7th pick in the draft, you like him best when he's aggressive and looking for his own shot.
You're right, Greg. I like angry Lauri Markkanen because he's dangerous when he has that type of mindset. He needs to have that mentality of a #1 option, even if he's not one. That's when he's the most impactful on the floor. Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Inside. Now here's Levine. He's guarded closely. Yep, it counts. Levine's got 10.
You see the acceleration of Levine on the dribble drive. That's hard to contain.
Pass to Bonga. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Outside, White. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Levine against Beal. Carter kicks to Levine. The kick out to Porter. Shot clock at 2. No good with the triple. Washington leading now by 11. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist from Beal. 14 points for him.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
On the wing, Levine. He's covered by Beal. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Outside, Wall. To the inside. And finish off by Bryant.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And Carter with his 2nd chance points.
A strong, efficient scorer at the rim. Wendell Carter times the putback perfectly.
Wall. Oh, and he jams it right over Wendell Carter. Wow.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Levine deciding where to go with it. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Wall against White. And it's Bryant missing. Bulls trail by 11. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his 1st foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Here's Harrison, covered by Payton. Now here's Valentine. And the Bulls with another miss.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Brown finds Bertans. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Thaddeus Young. He's getting his 1st free throw attempt of the night right now. Some changes for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Valentine. And Zedaransky subbed in for Dunn. And a change for the Wizards. Mahinmi's checked in for Payton.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
We got 22 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Hutchison passes to Cornette. Here's Hutchison. Over Bertans. Hutchison's shot is off. Smith right side. Swiped away. He got it up. He's off on that one. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Wizards lead by 13. From the United... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Satoransky, Harrison out there with Valentine. Then it's Young, and it's Hutchinson in at the power forward. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Berton's shot is good. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
Whew, that's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
And Thomas Satoransky against the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Bertans. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's the break.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there. Check mark. The physicality. Check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
Bulls trail by 15. Harrison passes to Young. Inside. It's stolen by Smith. And here we go. Washington fast break. Now Bertans. That's tipped. They're running. Harrison kicks to Satoransky. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Harrison, covered by Smith. Basket counts.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Passes it to Mahinmi. Young with the steal. Here's Harrison. He's covered by Brown. The shot by Harrison, no good. And it's Wagner missing. Bulls trail by 13. Here's the floater. The shot by Harrison, no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Washington. To the middle. Here's Mahinmi. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Wizards lead by 15.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
I like the creativity of Satoransky. Dependable at coming through and pick and rolls.
There's 1:47 left in the game. A shot by Bertans. Nobody around. And a miss there on the triple. The Bulls have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Harrison passes to Valentine. And here is Satoransky. Here's Harrison. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope. Up and in with a one-hand finish. The most basic possible. Down low. Here's Wagner. That one good for 2.
And that's a good pass by Ish Smith. When he's in there, he does a great job of steering the drink for this offense.
Satoransky, the pass to Young. Here's Harrison. He's covered by Brown. Here's Valentine. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Bulls have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Washington.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Wall.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Wall looking for an opening. Now the feed to Bryant, and Bryant slams it in.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
He hits the first one, and that brings them to within 10.
Zach LaVine has all the physical tools and a skill set with an incredible high ceiling.
On the wing, Bryant, defended by Carter, and the pass to Grant. Now here's Napier. Overdone. And so it's the Wizards with the win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Now for Greg Anthony.